everyone. My name is Phoebe Vernice Chen, and you can call me Tiaz or Vernice, but most people call me Tiaz or Phoebe. What I did during the vacation is that I attended an online leadership camp called DWAB or Develop with ISEC from May to June, and then mostly I stayed at home and did some vlogging on my YouTube channel and wrote some poems. Since it's pandemic, I stayed at home. Also, hindi po sa yabang. I'm already fully vaccinated since last June 26. And I attended an event of my cousin. Those are only some of the few things I did during the vacation. I have several interests in life. For example, I love to write poems. Second, I love to cook. Third, I'm interested in social sciences such as history and anthropology and sociology. Yeah, it's related to our subject. But I really love them beforehand since I know these are interesting and relevant topics. I'm open-minded. I'm an ambivert. It means I'm not exactly an introvert or an extrovert. I'm in the middle. I'm both an optimist and a pessimist depending on the situation. Actually, my personality is quite fluid and adaptable. Some significant learnings from last year's Hume subjects, just like Diaz and this. For this, I still remember the three approaches of social sciences: structural functionalism, conflict theory, and symbolic interaction. And for this, I will apply it for this year's lessons because these three approaches can help us approach society and politics and culture better, and we can merge all these three elements into one in our approaches. Second is for the Diaz, I learned the power of communication. Since we live in a society, we need to communicate. We need to communicate with people, and from the masses up to the rulers, we have to speak to them. We have either speak or we write to them. Or else, how can we convey our feelings? How can we convey our frustrations? And communication is the key and to a solution for our society and to improve our country and people. Okay, what is culture? What is society? What is politics for me? For me, culture is the way of life, the people's lifestyles, and the people's actions in their everyday lives. And culture makes a people, and people make up a country. Society is a group of people who have the same mindset and same culture, or the ones who live in the same country. That's how I believe society is. And most of all, society is the human world itself. So we must have acceptance. We must accept each other, since we live in a society. And we are now in a global society. Politics is the power that rules societies. The power that controls the money, the economy, how the cultures, and how society works. They are the ruling power. We can merge culture, society, and politics as one. How? Since there people have a common culture, they can create a society. And once they create a society, they need someone to govern them. And those people who govern them will be under politics. Politics are the politicians are our leaders in a democratic society. But politics is not just it's just not it's not just democratic. There are such politics that are under monarchy or totalitarian reigns. Also, the culture of the culture of that society can impact the governance and leadership style of the politicians. That's why culture, society, and politics are intertwined. Honestly, so you asked me what I expect from this subject. Of course, I expect this subject to be fun, informative, and enlightening. Since we were talking about culture, society, and politics. If we say, is it in the Philippines? Is it the world? It's alright. It's okay because either way we learn. I also expect this subject to teach the impact of a global society, since right now we're living in a globalized world and we cannot just always focus on our country but on the world itself, how we interact in the world, how we relate to other countries and their cultures and their people. That's why I expect that there's emphasis on the global society itself. What I expect for our teacher, honestly, because Sir Buendia is my teacher last year, so I expect him to be the same. And I think I can just expect him to be well, nothing else, to be himself. Just bye.